Hi, second grade. Today we are working on making graphs. So our learning target is I can use information I have gathered to make a graph. So we practiced this earlier today and we're going to do it again. So I have already gathered this information from some of my friends today. I asked them what their favorite recess activity was, and then I made a tally chart out of that information. So you can see that the three choices were swings, slides, or play basketball. And since I made a tally chart, I can easily see that 6 people told me that swings was their favorite recess activity. 4 people told me that they liked the slides. And 8 people, 5, 6, 7, 8 people told me that they like to play basketball at recess the best. So I'm going to take this data or information that I gathered and I'm going to make a bar graph first. It makes that information easy to see. So I'm going to go ahead and graph this out. I know from my tally chart that 6 people like the swings. So when I do that, I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, find my 6, and I'm going to make a nice bar right here. Okay, and I can color that in. Okay, next I'm going to go to the slides. I know that 4 people like to play on the slides at recess, so I'm going to go to my 4, make that across. Okay, and the last one is play basketball, and I have 8 people that like to do that, so that's way up here. So I'm going to make my bar graph look like that. Now I'm missing something from my bar graph that's really important. Here I have my options at the bottom, and I have my scale going up the left-hand side right here, but I'm missing a title. You got it. I have to have a title. And my title is Favorite Recess Activity. You have to have that up there so that the person reading your graph can easily see what you're talking about. And like one of my students told me earlier, you could clearly see what the favorite activity is. And that's what I love about graphs, is I can clearly see that the favorite thing to play at recess is basketball. Okay? So that's a bar graph. We can also make a pictograph using the same information, but we can display it differently. So I'm going to do that. It looks really similar to a tally chart because it kind of looks like a chart. But first of all, I have to have my title, so I'm going to put that up here. Favorite Recess Activity. Okay, and something that's really important with a pictograph is having a key. So my key is going to be down here at the bottom, and I'm going to draw a smiley face for every student. So there's my smiley face, and my key equals 1 student. So each smiley face that I draw represents 1 student. So on the swings, there was 5 students, so I'm going to put 5 smiley faces. On the slides, there was 4, so I'm going to put 4 smiley faces. And playing basketball, there was 8, so I'm going to need 8 smiley faces. Okay, so here I have 3 different ways that I displayed my information, and clearly I could see from all 3 ways that basketball was the favorite activity. I have the most students here, I have a tall bar graph here, and then I can even see with my tally chart right here that I have the most tallies for basketball. Okay, and there's one more thing that I want to teach you about a pictograph, and that is that this key can change. My key right here says that each smiley face represents 1 student. Well, I can change my key and I can make each smiley face represent 2 students. So if I do that, it's going to change my information a little bit. So I'm going to erase these ones. Since my key changed, I need to change these. All right, so I know that I have 6 on the swings, but this time I'm going to draw a smiley face and I'm going to count by 2. So here's the first one, 2, 4, 6. Because each smiley face represents 2 students, so I count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, like the swings. On the slides there were 4, 2, 4, and playing basketball there was 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I can still see that more like to play basketball than anyone else. Okay? I can see that 2 more students like to swing than play on the slides. And I can see that slides was the least favorite choice. All right, so our learning target today was I can use information I have gathered to make a graph. You can make pictographs, you can make bar graphs, and you can use your data as a resource to